It's not the orb, it's the lorb. An orb that gives you the lore. Lorb! Hey you beautiful buccaneers, Falcore here. So for those of us unaware, Sea of Thieves once again reintroduced the orb this Christmas, where they raided into a few unsuspecting Sea of Thieves streamers to really make their day. For those who don't know, this all started last year with a similar deal, with little hints in between raids that basically told us everything about 2022. And like last year, they also added a whole bunch of teasers for what's to come in 2023. Except this time, they really ramped up the hype, turning the orb into an evil version and added custom animations to each tease, and also added a true legend to all of these scenes. My wholesome, humble, and reliable familiar, Larry the Legend. They also made the new orb available to everyone in-game who followed the clues of these clips, and it's still available now, so get hunting. There was a total of 5 scenes that hinted towards 2023, so we'll go through them all, and I'll try my best to explain what's happening. In the first scene, we see Suds showing a bunch of random sailors Briggsy's mask. It appears the jewel of her mask holds a map to the coordinates of somewhere very secret within the Sea of Thieves. And in scene 2, we see where this secret location is, the Sunken Grove. It appears Belle and the help of her ancient friends know the location to a temple, a trial of sorts, a place where both a curse and a cure is present, a test for anyone who passes the trial, to prove that they can live on forever or be cursed and cast back to the Sea of Thieves. This temple has not made it into the game yet, so no point looking for it. Believe me, I looked. But it seems apt that they're using the Sunken Grove for this part, as it's suspected that this is the island Flameheart Jr. washed up on and found a series of tunnels when he was cursed. Scene 3 tapers away from this storyline and shows Ramsey in Old Sailor's Isle, pining over the trading companies. The word guilds is said often within this scene by the Servant of Flame, and it also mentions uniting them all to sail together. This could be a hint to a possible expansion of the trading companies in the future. Maybe guilds will actually be a thing. But I'm unsure how such a thing would work in Sea of Thieves, but it's all still pretty exciting. He also says this:
"A pirate's life for us."
And people lost their mind. Now, I'm not saying that another pirate's life isn't an option, but keep in mind that the Reapers have always referred to their way of living as the true pirate's life, long before Jack Sparrow showed up. So I see this as more of a cheeky little hype, rather than Jack Sparrow returning. Scene 4 has us looking at New Golden Sands, and a possible hint to its new name once completed, Port Merrick. The Servant of Flame mentions an imposter, and a lot of people have speculated that Merrick is the imposter, but let's take a look at the scene at the moment he mentions the imposter.
"An imposter watches their every move."
Zooming directly onto the rat with glowing eyes, positioned behind Merrick. Now, the Reapers have a familiar, which we have seen quite a few times, so it would make sense that other forces in the Sea of Thieves have familiars too. Say for example, a bunch of people who have a bilge rat in their midst. I think this rat is the Dark Brethren also watching over what's happening within the Sea of Thieves. And keep in mind, the leader of the Dark Brethren could still be the mysterious captain, which then correlates to Scene 5. Firstly, a cheeky little nod to Blind Bob for the meme, followed by a flight through to the New Athena area, where a cat sits on the Pirate's Lord table, staring at the Sword of Souls. The Servant of Flame mentions that he wishes to taint this blade with fire. Doing so will bring the Pirate Lord to his knees. In this scene, the cat is also mentioned as an imposter, which now strengthens the theory of the captain being involved, because for those who do not know, the captain owns a cat called Trouble. Now, during all of these scenes when going back to the orb, a bunch of things appear within the Reaper's hideout. The ghost of Briggsy, the Pirate Lord's staff, the Sword of Souls, to name a few. And just like last year's orb, these are not canon to the lore. The Reapers do not have possession of these things, and it's not saying, for example, that Briggsy is now part of the Reapers. They are merely presentation pieces. Think of them as little Easter eggs basically mapping out what's to come. It's in no way, shape or form saying that the Reapers now have the Sword of Souls, have Briggsy captured, and have the Pirate Lord's cane. It's basically saying, we'll see more Briggsy, a storyline centered around the Sword of Souls, and the Pirate Lord, etc, etc. So it looks like we'll get to see this Temple of Trial, and possibly the Sea of Tribute in 2023. But I have a feeling we've already seen this area long ago, and everything is starting to come together. However, there is one thing that I feel I need to let you all know about. Some of us already know about this, and it was revealed in the Heart of Fire novel, but I feel for the purposes of this video, it's about time the masses knew about this. First, listen to what the Servant of Flame says here.
Of course, the imposter seeks it. My father has dealt with scurrying rats before. Let's see if we have a new Duke in the making.
Now let's talk about Edmund. Now this isn't actually a picture of Edmund, but Edmund was once a member of Flameheart's crew, and Edmund is the biggest hero Sea of Thieves has ever known. Problem is, he doesn't remember. Edmund was the one responsible for taking down Flameheart. Essentially, he mutinied the Burning Blade and was responsible not only for its sinking and putting an end to its tyranny, but also stopping the threat of Flameheart on the seas. Because of his acts, his redemption storyline, it was decided that he could return to the land of the living as flesh and blood. But all his memories would be removed from his previous life as a skeleton, and his name would also be forgotten. And we've been talking with him for a very long time. Now, I'll go into more detail on this in a new video, but I bet those who didn't know this are now going, what? Oh, just quickly, Twitch drops are active as of today, folks, and will be all the way through to January 9th. Every week, they'll be adding parts of the Frozen Horizon set. I'll be streaming this, well, right now, actually. I think when this video goes out, this is actually when I'll be streaming. I'm streaming it right now. Come on over and have a look and get yourself some Frozen Horizon pieces right now. Also, I've put a link to all the teasers down below in the pinned comments for you to take a look at. But until next time, everyone, stay safe and remember, the trapdoor at Reaper's hideout isn't centered.